Hello there, and welcome to the iXSR how-to video series. Today we will go over how to set up an auxiliary channel for a dig unit, a 2-speed transmission, and a recovery winch all on the same truck. First, we will need to set up the truck itself. By doing this, we will need to be in Setup and go down to Model Setup. Here we can name the model. And in this instance, I'm going to pick the SR515 receiver, telemetry, electric, reverse, single motor, single steering, and here's where we're going to start assigning the auxiliary channels. Auxiliary 1, I'm going to name this my dig. Auxiliary 2, I'm going to do my 2-speed. And 3, I'm going to set up as my winch. From here, we can save the model. We can go back to the home screen from here. As you can see on the screen, we now have steering, throttle, dig, 2-speed, and winch. Before we begin setting up each auxiliary channel, we first need to go set the travel for the dig and the 2-speed. First, we're going to go to the dig, and right here at the top it says travel. Currently at 100%. It'll allow the servo to work at its maximum. But to protect it, let's lower it down to 20% high and 20% low. We can go back, and we're going to do the same thing for the 2-speed servo. We'll set it high to 20%, and we will also set low to 20%. Then we can go back, and now we can start setting up each auxiliary channel. First one I'm going to do is the dig unit. We're going to go in and go down to Input Control, and here I'm going to select switch G. It's a 3-position switch behind the wheel, tucked up out of the way. I'm going to set this one to a 2-position switch and toggle. What this will allow us to do is have it in 4-wheel drive or the rear axle locked into dig. There is a possibility you may have to come back later and go to reverse and switch it from normal to reverse in case your servo operates in the opposite direction. Next, we will do the 2-speed channel. And again, we'll go down to Input Control. And this one, I'm going to use the H button, which is also behind the wheel. But as this one is just a 2-position switch already, I'm going to go ahead and leave it on toggle. And again, after we power up the truck, if it operates in the opposite direction, we'll have to come back into here and go to reverse, switch the servo properly. And last, we're going to set up the winch channel. This one's going to be a little bit different in that we don't want control of the winch when we don't need it. Input Control. This one I'm going to set to switch F, again behind the wheel, but not only we're going to set it to 3-position, but I'm going to set it to momentary. What this is going to do is I have to hold the switch forward or switch back to operate the winch. As soon as I let go and the switch is in the middle, the winch will stop working. Once again, once you power up the truck, if you go in and the winch is operating the opposite direction than what you want the switch tilt to do, come up to reverse, switch it from normal to reverse, and that will fix that one. This completes today's iXSR how-to video, and we thank you for watching.